Hey everyone, welcome back to Civil Convo with Rachel. Glad you are joining us today because we have some interesting news to share with you with anyone out there thinking about buying or selling a home. You know, we've been on this wild roller coaster ride with the housing market over the last few years, right? It just feels like yesterday home prices were skyrocketing. Then we saw this crazy decline in inventory. And of course, who could forget that surge in mortgage rates? It's been a lot to keep up with. Well, buckle up because the housing market is shifting yet again. And honestly, it's a pretty big way. I am talking about a major shift in the balance between buyers and sellers. Get this. According to a recent analysis by Redfin, the US housing market currently has nearly 500,000 more sellers than buyers. Let that sink in for a moment. That is 500,000 more sellers than buyers. This is significant imbalance. And I know what you are wondering. Okay, Rachel, what does that actually mean for me? Well, historically, when sellers significantly outnumber buyers, home prices tend to go down. It's just basic supply and demand, right? More supply, less demand, and suddenly the price tag start to look a little different. And here is why this is such a big deal. The last time we saw home buyers this scarce was at the very beginning of the pandemic. And before that, you have to go all the way back to 2013. So this isn't something that happened every single day, people. Because of this imbalance, Redfin also estimate that home prices will actually fall by 1% in the next few months. This situation actually defines what we call a buyer's market. And what does that mean for you? It puts buyer in a much, much stronger position. They have more inventory to choose from and they can negotiate better deals. And that, my friend, is exactly where we are heading, if not already in across many parts of the country. Now, let's dig in a little deeper into where these shifts are most pronounced because it's not uniform everywhere. Right now, the strongest buyer's market is Miami, where sellers actually outnumber buyers roughly 3 to 1. Think about that leverage if you are looking to buy in Miami. On the flip side, the strongest sellers market is Newark, and the most balanced market, interestingly, is St. Louis. So it really does vary by location, but the overarching national trend is clearly leaning towards buyers. So, what's causing this scarcity of home buyers? It really boils down to a couple of key things. Recent economy uncertainty, people are just a bit more cautious right now spending money. And of course, those still high home prices, even with the slight projected dip. Plus, you've got some homeowners who managed to lock in those ultra low interest rates during the pandemic, and now they are more willing to sell. And there is another really telling number. More than 2 of every 5 home listing in April, that is 44% home on the market, had been on the market for 60 days or longer. That's the highest April share since 2020. This really underscores the fact that homes aren't flying off the market like they used to. The bidding wars are fewer, and the love letters to the sellers, well, probably not so much anymore. The big takeaway from all of this is that history shows us that home prices tend to go down when sellers significantly outnumber buyers. So, if you are considering selling, you might want to consider doing it sooner rather than later before home prices in your area potentially fall further. If you are selling, hire a knowledgeable real estate agent. Be realistic when pricing your home. Focus on maximizing exposure, improving curb appeal, and ensuring your home is well presented. Little things can make a big difference when buyers have more options. And for those of you looking to buy a home, my advice is to be patient. You are likely to have increased purchasing power coming this fall. Again, work with a knowledgeable real estate agent. Do your research and really leverage your negotiating opportunities. This could truly be the moment you snag that dream home at a much better price. It's truly fascinating to watch these economic shifts unfold, and the housing market is definitely one to keep a close eye on. So, whether you are buying or selling, it's all about being informed and being strategic. This isn't just about big numbers, it's about making smart decisions for your financial future. That is all the time we have for today on Civil Convo with Rachel. I hope this deep dive into the housing market was helpful and got you thinking. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another future conversation. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Join me next time on Civil Convo and have an amazing day, everyone.